Good morning, everybody. This is Lindy. As you predicted, as my doctor talked about, I did see a cardiologist today for the first time in my life. Yeah. And she was very good. Honestly, she was slow, good at explaining. I asked her what an angiogram was. Did they have to go through the groin? And you know where the groin is. And she said no, 80% of angiograms, this is from her, not from me, go through the wrist. Now, what does that mean? It means they're taking a catheter and pushing it through your veins. And what she says happens is a lot of time veins crisscross and they can't get it through around the shoulder. That's when they go to the groin. Now, I have very tiny veins. I don't know how big the catheter is. I should have asked her. And what they do is, I guess they send a camera through there to look at your vein. No, they don't. They send the stent. Oh my goodness. Whatever it is, to open up that vein if there's a vein closed. So first they have to see it. The angiogram, they're going to put a dye in you, and then they're going to, that lights up all the veins and see if there's any veins that aren't open. Then they're going to do the other, which is put a catheter through your vein to put a stent in the vein or the artery. They call it arteries, we call it veins, same thing. So it was pretty interesting. I don't know when it'll be scheduled. They'll probably schedule me pretty fast. I did have to cancel my eye cataract surgery because she didn't want to approve it. She wanted to wait, and talked to them this morning, and they go, well, let's just wait till after everything's done and then reschedule, instead of reschedule in September, and then September comes and something happens and we'd have to reschedule again. So it's moving right along. If they put a stent, I think that's what you call it, in my heart, I have to spend the night. If they don't, then I can leave. It's all done in the hospital. Again, it's got to be risky. If they're doing it in the hospital, it's risky. So I will tell you my thoughts about this process and what I explain to my doctors. Many of you, I don't know how you feel. This is personally how I feel about life. I want quality, not quantity. When I look at something like this and I say, can you guarantee me anything? They cannot. Nothing can be guaranteed. We've talked about this before. Tomorrow is not guaranteed to me. They could do this, it might not last, have to do it again. Nothing is guaranteed. Now, if they find they have to do a bypass, then that's a longer stay. That's a bigger scenario. And as I said to her, many people never come out of the hospital. They go in and for some reason they pass, something happens, or they're not guaranteed anything if they do a bypass. Are they going to get 5 years, 10? Nobody knows. How much time do I want to give up to go into the hospital? Now, one night is nothing. But a bypass, you could be in there for a long time. And that means more debt for me, more trying to work that much harder to pay off the medical bills. But not only that, that's precious time I'm losing and living fully to my life. And I have to really think about it. As I told her, I have to weigh everything, the importance of this. And yes, it is important, but something can happen. So if I die in there, how important was it? You have to weigh everything. I'm very slow about making decisions. I always ask for second opinions. I don't make decisions very quickly. And Jason couldn't make it today, but I was fine with that. She didn't give me any total negativity or anything like that. She was very positive, and she agreed nothing could be guaranteed. They couldn't promise me so many years, yada, 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 you know. I had a very good experience with her. I was very pleased, and I thanked her for, number one, being on time, but number two, explaining everything so gently and thoroughly to me. So it wasn't any scare tactics. It wasn't rush, do this, do that. None of that. She just gave me the facts. She gave me the explanations for what happens, which many times they don't do that. And I freak out before it even happens, because I'm like, well, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't like to be in the dark. I don't know about you, but I really want to know what they're going to do. And if I'm scared, I'm going to tell them I'm scared. You know, as I told her, I don't want to be stressing out over it. If I don't know, then I get scared. And if I get scared, I get stressed. And I don't want to be scared. I don't want any scare tactics. I don't want to, you got to do this right. No, I'm not going to do anything right away. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to research it. And I'm going to be talking about it. Maybe to a second doctor, maybe not. But I have to thoroughly understand and know the risk and know the value. And then I make my decision about that. If the risk is too high, then there is no value to it. If the risk is 50-50, then there's a value to it. Again, nothing is guaranteed. We've talked about that many times. I'm living on, I wouldn't say borrowed time, but unlimited time as a senior. Now, I could reach 90. Who knows? But family history doesn't show that. And you have to kind of go by your genetics. So I'm looking at this. I will tell you that she said to me, you know, I have very few 70-year-olds walk in here and talk to me the way you do. And she said, you're so active, you seem so healthy. And she said, your mind is so sharp. I really appreciate that you and I can have this discussion. And it was a very nice discussion, and I walked away very happy with what I heard. Well, I'm never happy about medical, okay? Let's face it. But she explained it so well, and I understood it. And I didn't go blank on it, so I can explain it all to Jason very easily. And I did take notes. Now I'm just waiting to see when, where. And then when we get in there, I'm having Jason with me during this angiogram, because he will be helping me understand the decisions. We talk back and forth. What's the risk? What's the advantage? What do you know? I mean, I can beat things off of him, or, you know what I mean. And he'll respond in a different manner than I will, and a very logical manner. And I prefer logical manner than illogical, where everybody's panicking and, jumping up and down. Oh my gosh. No. I don't feel a risk of having a heart attack right now. And she loves that I'm in my van, which was, all my doctors like that I'm in the van and that I'm traveling. I am so active, having a YouTube. They all know it. I tell them all. And I haven't had one that said, oh, don't do that. Oh, that's no good. Oh, that's a bad. No. They're all excited that I'm so active and so alive at 77. And I think this is a benefit for me. Now, could I be the same in a house? Probably not, guys. I don't doubt that I would have a YouTube in a house. I just don't think I would have. I would have never thought of it. YouTube was created once I moved into the van. That gave me an interest. So my brain activity, all my interest in my physical well-being is because, and I know you don't want to believe it, I'm living in a van. I am so physical in a van. Up and down, in and out. And yes, there's risk in everything. There's risk in falling. I have fallen at my apartment. There's always risk in everything. But this van, for me, and this adventure, has really exploded my life. It has been one of the best things I've ever done. And I'm so grateful that I was able to do it, because not everybody is. I'm very, very grateful for that. So I just wanted to give you a little update, and I started talking. This has not been a bad experience. It's been a learning experience, and we learn every day. And I'm learning about this and tolerating a little bit more from the medical field. As long as I understand, I'm so much better off. Thank you for watching. I thank you for caring and sending me all the love and prayers that you have sent me. And I have appreciated everything you've done for me. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for viewing, subscribing, and watching.